she's got a dog, Cooper. This dog is the first dog that's ever smiled at me. And I've never forgotten it. And we've got my two, and one of them is a shelter dog, and I mean he's balled up on the couch and sits on my lap. But I'm a huge proponent that me and Randy have talked about this before. As a veteran coming out, I think even PTSD treatment is giving back to a purpose, right? Either working at an orphanage, working at the Big Brother organizations, working. I mean, even animal shelters. I'm a dog person, so I just like this black dog this black lab that I have from the shelter. He's changed me a little bit. And Julia will tell you, like, he's turned me into a softie. I'm not gonna lie. So animals have that impact. So talk about Jester and what's the name of the organization you got him from?
So he was actually donated to us from Patriot Paws. Patriot Paws is an organization in Rockwall, Texas that trains dogs for really they're military based, and I tour their facility, and they're being trained for full mobility. So they're doing all kinds of things for mainly military, and I toured their facility because I was actually trying to find a dog for a veteran that I was working with that had just come out of an inpatient care. And I was looking through there, and it's close, we're in North Texas and they're close. And I was looking through, I was going through there, and I said, man, I want a dog. I think what we do, because we do mass casualty debriefings with first responders. And I thought, animals are just great. I mean, how can you not be happy when you're petting a dog or any type of animal? And I said, well, what do you do with the dogs that just don't have that love, or that they weren't born to be full mobility? Like, they just aren't doing those characteristics. And they said, well, we don't have very many of those, because they breed them, and they do a wonderful, wonderful organization. You'll have to look them up. But so I said, you know what? Well, I'm going to apply for one just because I think he would be great. Like we do this, again, the mass casualty debriefings, we do the, intakes, we do all that. And so I applied, and they were like, well, we don't have any really right at this particular moment. And we applied in November, and they called us in December, and they said, we have a dog for you. He's just, his gift is not where we want him to go with the agility, full mobility for veterans, but he is a great dog. And of course it was an A shift, which in, first responder world, anything happens when your husband's on shift. So they said, you need to come get him. And so we came, and he is a Irish cream golden retriever who is he loves to be loved, and people just relax when they come in. And dogs know. There are several studies that show, there's chemical changes in your brain when you're petting dogs, like what you said, Brian. They make you better. And it's nothing but they're just smiling at you, or they're like, oh, he's so cute, and you just pet on him, and he has done phenomenal. And so in the office that we work in, he goes and gets, even if he's not with a first responder, he goes and gets the patients. He carries around his little toys. He rooms them. He's there. He lets them pet on them. They love them. And it really, the whole entire atmosphere just relaxes a little bit. But he does a great job too, and I don't know how he does it, of when we are working, the incidents and stuff, he will zone in on somebody, and he'll go and he'll just lay there. And I have no clue, because some of the times when I'm picking up on some clues or some signals that maybe somebody's giving off, that I'm like, maybe I'm going to watch them a little bit, he doesn't see. And he'll go to somebody that I would have never pegged as needing a little bit more support. I don't know how it is. I don't know what it is. I don't want to study it. I don't want to know. I just know he does it. And it's amazing. And so
yeah. And I'll not interject here, I'm sorry, but I tell Randy too, is like, I think that there's some dogs out there who have been abused too, that are sweet, that are tender hearted. They just had a rough go at the first, and they were dropped off somewhere. I mean, I think that's what happened to Jed. He's got his own level of PTSD. Not to throw the term around, but he's got his own level of issues. And he wouldn't walk in the bathroom. He wouldn't walk upstairs. Guys with beards like Scott, he barks at Scott, so it makes me wonder. Like, I think guys
Maybe.
definitely,
Yeah, you never know.
but like, he wouldn't walk through anything that's enclosed, and every once in a while he still shows some issues. But I mean, I think for as much as he helped soften me up to deal with a dog that's been through that and kind of help him work through that, he's returned the
Huge.
favor, and it's huge. I mean, so you don't necessarily need. I mean, yeah, Jester's an awesome dog, and there's organizations, but if you see a dog that's in a shelter, man, and they you never know, there may be some commonality in there, and
Oh yeah.
you've got a partner in crime.
Oh yeah. You also have a purpose, which is a huge thing. Some
Yep.
of our resiliency building too is if people don't, I'm like, get a dog and go to training.